Welcome back, everybody. We're out here with Dave, the garden guy. We talked about a lot of stuff. You talked about a lot of different things.
I want to show one more technique that we use in the garden. Bobby, I didn't show you this earlier, but go over to our 3 little apple trees right over here. You can see them right here. And these are 3 what we call low chill hour apple trees. They're planted in the same hole. Now, the reason we did that is because these apples require what we call cross-pollination. So we've got some Einsheimer in there and an Anna in there and a Golden Dorzette. They produce much better. These are planted last year, and that's about what your apples should look like. Normally, it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 years to start producing apples. Want to put them in right now.
All right. Well, people who have questions. Kathleen, good morning. You're first up with a question for Dave, the garden guy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kathleen. What can I do for you?
Well, we're getting ready to build a raised garden in our backyard.
Yes, ma'am.
And we have lots of cats in our neighborhood. What
Congratulations.
We don't want to build a big litter box.
You know what I do is I mulch with a thorny type mulch, and this is the ideal situation. You know all those roses we're pruning back right now, and you know how thorny they are when we showed you in the last segment. I save a lot of that because I've got a lot of cats out here. They're my buddies, and they kind of help protect the garden from different other elements in our garden. So I put that mulch down in the areas I don't want them at. Another thing will help out is orange peels. That's one other thing that might help out. And then they make a little, well, automatic type sprinkler. Every time they come around, it senses something's around there and it turns on and hits them. Now that's a little bit of a mean way of doing it, but I will go with the thorny mulch will be my first choice. There you go.
All right. Claire, you're up next.
Claire?
Good morning, Claire.
Hi, I grew sunflowers from seeds one year.
Perfect.
And they came up like 6, 7 feet tall, but they had little white bugs all over them. And I didn't know what to do.
Well, you know what? If they developed the sunflowers, I'd go ahead and leave it alone. But I would spray with what we call neem. You probably had a whitefly infestation or something like that. And really going out there and just companion planting is an ideal situation too. But neem or just washing it down with regular water goes a long ways because whiteflies drown quite readily. And they do come out right when our sunflowers are just starting to mature, especially in September and October. So they have a tendency to come around and want to feed on a lot of different types of things. And they are pervasive here in the desert Southwest.
Thank you, Claire, for your call. Randy, you're up next. Good morning.
Randy?
Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
Well, what it is, we have queen palm trees here, and last year we noticed that they barely even made it through the winter, and we're trying to figure out what we can do to make sure they survive this year.
Okay, well, let's go over our queen palms. Bob, right behind you, you know the 2 queen palms we got. One that's a fairly juvenile one, one's a mature. What you want to be doing is, Bob, go down the base of that queen palm. I want to show how rich that soil is. Very rich, highly organic type soil that's got a lot of manganese in it. If you don't have this, you want to use something what we call Dr. Bob's queen palm food about 3 to 4 times a year. They are ravenous feeders. They are from the tropics. They like fairly, well, what we call damper tropical type environments. You see how tropical that environment looks like, and that's the ideal situation for nice, healthy queen palms. Remember, Dr. Bob's queen palm food, keep them moist, well composted, and of course that manganese is very important.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry, is this Justine? Is that our next caller?
I'm Betsy.
Betsy, how are you? What can I do for you?
Good morning, Betsy.
Hi there.
Hi.
I wanted to reach you guys because we have some beautiful black mission fig trees. They're in huge pots.
Perfect.
I mean, I could plant several people in these things.
Okay.
Standing up. Anyway.
Betsy?
Anyway, the reason I called was we're starting to lose the leaves off. Are they supposed to be deciduous trees? And we're still getting little figs off of them.
You know what? We were just right, and I was just talking about it. Yeah. Go over to our fig tree, and it is a black mission fig. Bobby, it's right behind there. We just started cutting back. He is deciduous. He needs to be cut back this time of year. You can see he kind of looks ugly this time of year, but this is what you want to see, and you want to be pruning this time of year, and you also want to be fertilizing. And I was just telling Ryan you want to put about a half a bag to a bag of just steer manure on this guy, and you'll be on your way towards a nice organic black mission fig. And there's a lot of figs that grow out here.
Just regular steer manure.
Just regular steer manure. Okay. I like the
cheap
regular,
stuff,
but the deodorized for some people might be a little bit better.
Right. Well, Dave, thank you very much.